we're always 50-50, as you've probably seen, Michael. And the way we do it is it's kind of like the IP situation I explained earlier, the approach with tech. The party that has the expertise kind of has the weight, whether it's weighted voting or whether it's a veto right, one way or the other. So anything that has to do, usually for Amyris, let's take clean beauty, one of the industries in which we excel. We have the science and technology, and we have the branding expertise. So if issues come up that fall into the science and technology or the brand, we'll have the weighted vote on that issue, and that usually resolves it. If it's coming up to a financial question, or even more complex, commercialization question, which is sometimes financing blended with marketing, blending with sales, and sales issues going into different geographies, then it might be weighted, the voting might be weighted towards our partner. What I have seen at Amyris that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, to kind of parallel Patrick's portrayal before, is when there's no agreement at, let's say, at the steering committee level, and they have time to talk about it and try to find solution. Then after 6 months or whatever the time period is, it escalates to the CEOs, for example, of both parties, principal parties in the JV. That can work really well. And it can also really not work when the CEOs don't like each other anymore and don't trust each other anymore. And then you have literally, it's kind of like a theater where everybody who's involved in this JV, including employees, are kind of sitting back and watching the two CEOs just hate each other, and just, throwing the hate around doesn't get anything resolved, and can often lead to, much more dire commercial results. So sometimes that works, but I think that the issue with JVs generally, and why it's such a funky beast in the M&A world, is because it's very hard to visualize and actually live through a JV that lasts a long time. So because both parties go into it for very specific reasons, and those reasons are often time bound at the point of entry, and they change over the time period of the JV. So I think that maybe SoftBank has the model down right, which is come in, know your purpose, and know that you're gonna flip it for a purpose because you see the development of one of the partners in the JV, or you have an ultimate financial market goal, and that's how you get out.